Live. I am live. Hello, I'm live. How are you? Break out some new moves for us today, Cam. Excited?
Night winds.
All right, crew. What's up? Doing good. Welcome. Welcome to the jungle. Muscle Anarchy Back Day. Getting ourselves set up for today. It's going to be good. Going to get wide. It'll be a good workout today. Show you guys some cool things we can do. It's going to open the shoulder. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Kid is joining. We're gonna smash the back a little bit. We got a couple really neat supersets and some cool stuff to kind of finish off with, and then we'll get into some conditioning. So for you guys who are joining, you can take a second, get your situation set up. If you're doing this dumbbells only, that's cool. If not, barbell will go really well today. On my accoutrement. I love you here.
Are you using a barbell today?
What's that?
Are you using the barbell today?
We are using the barbell today.
You're gonna shake your leg.
Okay.
It's baby.
You don't have to use the barbell if you don't want to.
I want to.
Okay. So make sure you
I want to.
Okay. I know you want to. Cammy wants it. Cammy can have it. Let me get my Instagram live set up, and then we'll kick this off right at 10 a.m. Start by going through a cool warm-up. Everybody locked in here. Getting thick, getting wide. Okay, live, going live. Checking the connection. We are connected. Hopefully I don't lose that connection. All right. What's up, crew? Let's see if there we go. Instagram Live's going, YouTube Live's going. Cammy's got her stuff about to crack off. Got her computer, so we got like 4 cameras ready to document our workout today, typical. We're going to do some work for the back today. So this is going to be a lot of bodybuilding hypertrophy work for your upper lats, your lower lats, and your lower back. And we're going to start with a couple cool complexes where we're hybriding 2 different exercises together. So we're going to do a bent over row, or what we're actually going to do today is going to be kind of like a V-handle T-bar kind of row with the barbell. Give you options on how to scale this for all this stuff. Then we're going to go to
We're gonna do back today.
We're going to do back. Then we're going to go to a chest supported dumbbell, chest supported dumbbell row pull down complex, and then we'll finish off with some single arm work. So all in all, it's going to be really super duper fun. But first, we got to get you guys warmed up. So,
I think we should warm up with the dance.
did we warm up with the dance?
Yes.
All right. Well, you need music for a dance, right?
Okay.
I mean, if I had my Centipede song.
We can have music.
You can have music? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Let's just warm up, and then maybe tomorrow we'll prepare a dance. All right, so
We'll
Kim,
prepare a dance for Friday.
do you want to lead us?
I don't do tomorrow.
You want to lead us through a warm up for our back?
Yes, I would like that
Also,
very much.
check this out. Look on the profile.
It's very
look at,
big.
Look at
yeah.
the size of this thing. Oh my
It's getting really
goodness.
big. I feel like my skin is about to explode, and I'm only halfway through, which is terrifying.
I like it.
Hashtag that's what happens when you're 5 feet tall and you're married to someone like this. Because the baby is the same, no matter the body that's in it. It's just expand more when you're smaller.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we doing?
We're gonna do some of these.
Okay, we're gonna just do what Cammy does. We're gonna do some of these.
Baby's making it really hard to breathe these days.
Yeah. Right now we're rocking the baby to sleep with us.
Yes.
Okay.
We're doing it together.
Yep.
Together.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. We're gonna keep our feet wide.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do 5 good morning. So step wide. Go sideways.
Don't let that belly fall off.
Now you're gonna bring your feet under you, and we're gonna do 5 more.
Regular stance.
Okay. Now we're gonna go and do 5 white squats.
Wide squat.
Is it too soon for you to go there?
No. I mean, this is back day. This is back day.
Well, we need to open up our hips so
sure.
our back doesn't get tight.
Sure. Okay. All right. Let's go. Come on. I'm waiting.
5 squats.
5 squats.
With feet wide. Your hips are always pulling on your back, so.
Yeah, they are.
So you're welcome. Now 5 squat narrow. And make sure to hold your belly when you do these. Three, 4, and 5. And now we're going to grab a towel and go on the floor.
Down the towel on the floor.
It's so hard for Dave to not micromanage what's happening right
No,
now.
it's fine. I'm giving you the latitude to give us the championship
so
warm-up.
hard
Let me move this camera so these guys can see that.
for him because I know that Dave wants to do things the way he wants to do things.
Exactly. Success doesn't happen by accident.
All right, so go on hands and knees. Maybe turn this one down. Hands and knees.
Hands and knees.
Floor. We're gonna do a couple cat camel. So I can't really do the cat much, but I can.
Like this.
Little tiny movement for me because I can't really do these.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 10. I'm not doing much. Oh, I can do this off the pelvis. And then you're gonna grab your right hand, put it behind your neck, and do 5 torso rotation. The other side. 4, 5, and now we're gonna go into plank, and we're gonna do the rotation with a T. So plank, and we're gonna go into T. We're gonna do 5 each side. Now we're going to do 5 push up into a down dog. And I'm not going to do them.
Okay. So, yeah.
The other way.
Okay. So push up.
And now dive through. Now do the dive if you want.
Oh.
There you go. So sexy. Look at those move. Damn. I think these are called bomb diver or something like that. Okay. Now we're going to go on our back and we're going to do 10 crossover. We'll do this one after.
Okay.
On your back, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to do 10 crossover with your legs. I think I can do this one on my back.
You did these on Monday for back day, or for leg day.
Yeah, well,
Pretty good.
your back.
Yeah.
This down. Oh, no, I don't like doing that.
That's okay.
I don't do this when that belly is getting too big. I felt like a little too much. And that's what you do when you're pregnant. If it doesn't feel good, you don't do it.
Okay.
And then on your belly, we're going to do 10 press up into 10-second hold, and then we'll be good to start.
Okay. So 10 press ups.
And in the press up, when you do these, make sure you try to keep your hips down. It's very important. Because we want to stretch your abdominal, not just put pressure on your low back. Gosh, everything's so big. Boobies and the bellies. Because yes, I have more than one. Then we'll be ready to start. Some back stuff.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
So, the first complex is going to be a bent over row. And you have a couple options with the bent over row. If you have a barbell like this, what I'd like you to do is try to do a T-bar row. We're lucky we have one of these handles called a V handle where you can easily put this around a barbell and use it as a T-bar row. If you don't, what you can do is you can substitute the handle for a towel. And so what you'll do with the towel is you'll just wrap it around the barbell. I'll get this so it's nice and tight. And you'll hold the ends of it, and it will substitute for the T-bar row where you'll actually do them like that. A little bit of grip strength there too. If you don't have that option, grab your dumbbells and you're going to do dumbbell bent over rows where you're just going to hinge to about 45 degrees and row to your pockets for 15 good heavy reps. Then as soon as you're done with that, you're going to go to a dumbbell pullover. I'll show you the pullover. Cam's going to substitute the pullover for a straight arm press down. So let me show you what the pullover looks like first. Okay. So for the pullover, you go right here with this stuff. You're going to have your upper back across the bench. And you're going to bring the dumbbell up behind your head and right to chest height. So you're going to get 20 of these. If you don't have this, like middle of the bench, you can easily do this laying across anything, really. But what Cam is going to do, because she doesn't like to...
I love how you do this now, yeah, like me, like you're pregnant too.
I'm very pregnant. What Cam is going to do is she's going to do them with a band, with a press down. Can you grab that PVC or that broomstick, Cam? And she's going to do press downs right here. And I'll just show you, she's going to go PVC through, or broomstick in this case, through. And you can just show the barbell here so you can just get in the right position. There you go. With her arms straight, she's going to press down. And what you can do, Cam, is come over here just a little bit more. Look at the barbell out of the way for you. Okay. Now, bend your knees a little and bow forward at your hip. There you go. And that's where she's going to do a press down. And that's very similar to the pullover, except now she doesn't have to really get that big stretch overhead. So whatever you're doing, Set yourself up. This is going to be 15 into 20. I'm going to set myself up right here for that pullover, probably.
Is that what you want me to use for them?
I think that might be okay, Cam. You could try it. Try it
I've
with
done this before.
Yeah, just be careful. Like when you row, be careful not to hit your belly. Just don't smash it. Okay, so and with the V handle, it's pretty simple. If you do have one of these, it just goes right underneath the barbell, and you hold it right there. You're not gonna hit your belly, I know.
No.
Okay, so why don't you go try your first 15 reps? I'm just gonna go for 15 here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's like boob height for her. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, Cam. And now she's gonna put it down, and she'll go to the press down for 20. So 15 into 20. The first exercise is gonna be a lot heavier than the second exercise, and I'm gonna kind of build up as I go. So start with just 2 plates to get nice and warm. Wow, look at you, Cameron. How's that?
Good.
Good? Okay, cool. Did that T-bar thing work pretty well?
Yeah, I don't think I should be much heavier than that.
Okay, cool. We'll stay right there.
I mean, maybe the next set.
And if you're new to these exercises, take your time and just go slow and feel them out. That's always a good thing to do. All right, here we go.
Should I wear a belt? So Dave really wants me to buy something that holds my belly because
Yeah, I wondered if
he's terrified that my
the baby's gonna fall off.
belly's gonna fall.
I've seen people who literally the belly's just falling off of their body. Can't let that happen.
Everyone knows it's a very common thing that the belly just fall off. I love you. You're silly. You're so silly. You know what we can do with your hair?
What?
If you let it grow, I can braid it.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I'd be like,
Then you would look like you're Viking.
yeah, it'd be like Bjorn.
Would you like
I
that?
need to look like Bjorn.
Would you like that?
Yes, I need to do that. Okay,
You're gonna take up
I'll take off the thing. Cam will take a minute rest here. So it's like a minute for her to do a set, a minute for me to do a set, and then a minute in between. So each one of us should be getting about 2 minutes rest. And then as you start to kind of feel the weights out, start bumping up and making each set a little more challenging. So that sets 3, 4, and 5 are going to be really, really hard for you. If you don't have weights that are heavy enough, you can add bands to the dumbbells for the bent over rows. You can also add band resistance to that dumbbell pullover. If you attach a band behind your head, also against the dumbbell, you can increase the repetitions. So maybe instead of 15 into 20, this could be 30 into 40. So another thing you could also do is just slow it down. Like if the weight wasn't heavy enough for the bent over row, you could go tempos with a 3 count. You can throw a 1 second pause at the top of each movement just to challenge yourself. You got to find a way to make these hard for them to be effective. Okay, here we go, Cam, you're up.
No yawning.
Set number 2. For command. Nailed it.
No yawning.
Pre-workout. Nice, Cammy.
Yeah. So for the ladies that are pregnant, I'm going to tell you in a second how I'm bracing myself. It's very important.
And for these press downs, like if you didn't have a hookup like this with the band, you could use those handles on the band, or you could even just use one band and just hold and pull straight down. I like the dowel because you can get nice even pressure and have your hands about shoulder width. I'll also do this with like the rope, with the tricep rope, where you actually pull down. Very, very similar movement.
Okay. Okay, so when I'm doing this movement, what I am not doing is letting my belly go up. That's what a lot of people do. And then you can start to see like doming. And that's where like the abs separate, which we really want to work on because you don't want that, obviously.
So are you talking about the cone?
Yes.
The cone.
They just learned about the cone.
I'm a cone expert.
So what I'm doing is I'm trying to bring it in, as you can see. It's not bracing. I'm just kind of sucking the top in, so that way this doesn't let my belly come, especially when I'm bending over. So I don't know if this helps.
It's hugely helpful, Cammy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm always worried about coning myself.
Yeah, so make sure you do that.
And I just want to make sure that when this pregnancy's over, my husband still finds me attractive.
Well, because some of the first information I got for this is like, oh, don't brace at all, like completely like go. And
not a great idea.
It's not a good idea because I mean, I started to like cone a tiny bit super early in the pregnancy because that's what people were telling me. So I went to see a specialist and they're like, don't do that. And now it's all fixed. So I'm very excited about that. But I know that.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to fit enough bumper plates on that barbell. I don't know if you guys heard, I did over 1,000 of them.
You're so annoying.
It's so hard being this strong.
I miss having fun. I mean, I have fun with you.
Yeah, I have fun with you, but I also miss having like sex with you.
You always miss that. Maybe if you're a good boy. Nice.
Oh, I nailed it.
How are you getting up like that?
Because it's hard position to get up out of. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was 2 minutes.
That was really good. A good 2 minutes. So let's give you your weight back now, Cam. So I'll start taking off these 45s. Okay. Fixed it. Now Cammy is working on her set 3. Good job, Cam. Oh, that's okay. Is that 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I only counted 13.
I don't know.
But
Should have been 15.
let's just do 13 to 15, guys.
I'm pretty sure it was 15.
I don't know. We can look at the video, man. Maybe, yeah.
When did you start counting? When
As
you
soon as you
decided?
started to lift, yeah.
I don't know. I'm pregnant, okay?
I know. Yay. That was fun.
No, that was 20.
Good job. You did great.
Either I can count or you can count.
Good. So do those feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So now for these last 2 sets, just going to bump the weight up here. So let's see if we
Are we
can.
doing 5?
Yeah, we'll hit 5 sets.
Well, that's your third one then.
This is set 3, yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Because you said for those last 2, we'll bump it up. But that's your third set.
2, 3. Wait, I had 1, 2. This is 3.
This is 3.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I think we figured out who's struggling to count today.
It's very hard to sometimes count. I think I can get one more on there. I think I can do it. It's really hard. It's really hard. When it's on the ground. Okay.
So the RV that we don't have it anymore. But now we might get another one.
So my bar is right now my bar is coning.
It is.
It's coning off the ground. But it's okay. And
Can
what we
you
do with
hold
this, oh yeah, it'd be awesome if you want to just
for when you
yeah,
start.
that'd be cool. We don't have a landmine hookup, which is what most people would use for something like this. What we did was we just jammed it in the corner of our multi.
Encouraged to use the line 9 hookup.
So if you have a crazy amount of weight on one side, you might see some coning happening on the other side. That's why Cammie is actually holding it down until I start lifting it up.
It's so annoying.
So this is ridiculous.
There's so much about pregnancy that they said no.
There's so much that I also know like really well.
Like what?
Like everything
All
about
you know is that my boobs got bigger, and that's the only thing.
the most important things I know. I know that Cammie gets tired, and I know that she needs lots of love.
Yes.
And I don't know what else I really need to know outside of that. And so those are the most important things that I picked up here. And
I think you should research a little bit more for when I give birth. You can have me there.
we've been going to this website called What to Expect. Is that what
It's
and,
really cool.
and every week we learn what to expect
for
from
that week, yeah.
not just from the baby, but from the mommy and from the couples. What happens with the couples and the arguments we start to have. They're all preloaded. Every argument we're going to have is preloaded.
Which is kind of funny.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
It's okay.
Wowies.
So last week, the argument was you'll start to freak out because the baby's coming, and we were freaking out, and it's funny.
Well, I feel like if I'm not doing what they're telling me to do on the website, then I'm being a bad parent.
No, we had that conversation before we read that. They were like, this week you're going to realize that it's coming, and you're going to start to, want to make sure you're ready, and you're going to feel not ready, and we had that whole conversation, and then we read that. I thought it was really funny.
We got our first legit baby gift from Brett and Ivana.
Yeah.
So I'm bumping the weight up on this pullover now, and this one will be pretty fucking challenging for 20.
Careful with that head. Routine.
It's really
But the difference is oh, you're the worst.
okay. That was good.
How is that you need more help than me?
Because did you see what I just said? I'll just look closer to what's right. Cool. All right, let's do this again.
Let me remove the coning here.
The coning. We don't want the weights to be coning.
You think you're so funny.
I'm so funny. I'm so funny.
You want to tell them what I asked you if you wanted to eat tomorrow for last night for dinner?
I don't remember. What did you ask? The what? The what? Oh, yeah. Cammy asked me last night. She goes, do you want me to make you some Berkey Turgers? The fuck is a Berkey Turger? A pregnancy brain. She has a pregnancy brain.
Oh, it's not funny sometimes.
Brain signals.
It really is a thing. Like, there's no way I'm like that all the time.
Berkey Turger?
Oh gosh, some stuff was really hard.
That Berkey Turger.
It's a lot of focus.
See you working.
I have to grease my belly too.
Now she's going with her pull, straight on press downs.
I don't know where her neighbors go all day.
Yeah, it's really weird. They just, all of them are out all day long. What are you guys doing? See, I don't see them coming home with like groceries and stuff. They're just
No.
must be eating Berkey Turgers. There you go. Lats.
You see that?
I see them. I see your lats, Stephen. This was hard because the weight gets so far away from you.
The one I do?
You know that T-bar row. Because
Oh,
because
okay, so
of
you're
the
not
bumper
like
plates.
saying that your knee?
Well, if it was metal plates, I could stack them up so they're really close to me.
Yeah.
But because they're bumpers, they're like all the way to the end
Well,
of the
hard is
barbell.
good. Just keep your back hard.
Yeah, keep your back arched. And hard is good. That's what she said.
Is it arch or arch?
I think it's arche. It's French.
Oh, I hate you because I still don't know
Arche.
if
Toi, Camille. Mon Dieu, Gaston. My husband, Gaston.
I don't want to work anymore.
You're done? You're done? You're good.
No, I'm happy to train.
Oh, no, you don't want to train, you just don't want to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you should be stay-at-home mom. You can be stay-at-home mom. Also, we're going to live in an RV.
I'm tired these days.
Unrelated, we're living in an RV. All right, Berkey Turgers.
All right, Berkey Turgers.
We're going to meet so many interesting people on the road,
Well, maybe not now because we can't meet anyone.
but it'll be like that movie, We're the Millers, when when they're muling drugs in their RV.
Yeah, that'll be us. But no
We'll be with little baby LeBron. Remember?
Little baby.
But she's pretending like she has a little baby named LeBron. Little baby LeBron. Also, she's Jennifer Aniston was a stripper in that movie. Okay, set number 4. I'm holds apart. Here we go. Get tight. Turkey jerk.
I have to say, if you're pregnant, doing bodybuilding is a good idea.
Not as intense as like CrossFit.
No, it's just that you can isolate a lot better, like what you really want to work on.
What are you
I
working
think
on?
it's a lot safer.
What's your problem area?
Well, right now, obviously, my belly is getting really big.
You know what my problem area is?
You.
My attitude.
Yes, I would agree. My personality.
Nice. Hi. Alright, that's done. Set number 4 is done.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm so old. I'm so old. Alright, you're up, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna push that in down. Just shifting.
Yeah.
There we go.
Trust you.
Just me.
You know what happened to me last time I trusted you?
I got you pregnant.
This one.
Just like in just like in Aladdin. Do you trust me, Princess Jasmine?
Do you?
Do you?
That's my favorite movie. I used to watch it on repeat. I only know the song in French though.
Berkey Turners. Oh shit, here we go. Alright, let's work. Cammy would sing songs all day. I'm gonna training session with you. Yep. Oh, it's Latin and French.
Yeah, I said I know the song in French because I watched it in French when I was a kid.
Good long street rat. I can't be
Oh,
that.
I'm not allowed to sing, but you're allowed to sing.
A little closer. All right. Intensity.
The words.
Either heavy. Nice job. That was set 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good job, Cammy. All right, so this will be my last set, and then we're going to move on to another complex with a similar scheme. Similar scheme. Hoodlum, street rat. I can't be that. Woo! All right, my bar's going to start coning when I put this on blade on. They're hard to get off the floor.
So annoying.
Wow. A little bit closer now. Is that a good last set for you, Kim?
Yeah.
Okay, last one, best one.
We're starting to yawn.
Starting to yawn, getting tired. Nothing crazy complicated here, just a couple good, effective movements done for some volume.
Something I want to get tired.
I noticed that. Unless there's chocolate involved, then you never get tired.
But I get a bit like
Oh. Oh. Turkey turkey.
turkey turkey for dinner. What did you eat for lunch today?
Yeah.
Huh?
You're crazy.
I like it too. Working out's a lot more fun with a pre-workout, let me tell you.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm the stinky one or you're the stinky
I think I'm the thinky one. All right. Okay. Good. Woo! All right, next complex, same deal, 5 sets. Same rep scheme. 15 into 20. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I thought you pinched yourself or something.
No, every time you give me the dumbbell, I'm stuck into a little bed rash.
Oh.
So maybe you take care of yourself now.
I would just drop them. The right way to do it is just drop it off. I don't want to ruin the floor here. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I'll give you 2 options. The way I would write it would be 15 heavy chest supported rows into 10 wide grip pull-ups. So obviously you would need a bench to do the chest supported row and some dumbbells. You would need a pull-up bar to do the wide grip pull-ups. Cam, could you hit that OK button on my phone? But that's considering you have that set up. If you don't have that set up, like for instance, if you don't have the pull-up bar, you could do banded lat pull-downs, okay? And if you don't have the bench for a chest-supported row, like you'll see Cammie do, she's gonna do just bent over dumbbell rows.
No, I'm gonna do seated row.
Seated row?
Yeah.
Oh, just like here?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
want to do too much bending over.
Gotcha. Okay, so she's gonna do a seated row, and we'll show you how she's doing that with the band and the dowel, doing a seated row of 15 into 20 pull-downs. So what I'm going to do here is going to be chest supported, 15 heavy into 20 pull downs because I don't have crazy heavy load to be able to get like the stimulus of the wide grip pull up, so I just got to increase the reps. But whatever you have access to, it's a chest supported row into a wide grip. Find a rep scheme that's going to really challenge you. I'm going to go with 15 to 20. It's written as 20 into 10, but just depending on what you have, we'll figure out how to make it effective. So you can follow what we're doing, or you can get nasty with yourself if you have access to more equipment.
That's me saying you're talking too much. Let's go.
Okay, so Cam's gonna do the first set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set her up with the chest supported row, or the chest supported row.
Purple. No, which one I did?
You did the green.
The green.
So we're giving her a heavy band, and she's gonna place the band at about chest height, and she's gonna put her dowel through the band. So give me that broomstick, Cam. Cool. And then she's gonna sit on the bench, and let me move that dumbbell for you because that's a little heavy. And I don't want my Cammy to have a dumbbell that's too heavy for her little tussie. And I'm gonna flip this around so when I do my chest supported rows, you guys can see what's happening. Okay, so think you can make it a little closer? Try that one. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how this looks like for her. Good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have her do 20 right here. Okay, and that's a good pace. And I can just feel based on how easy that looks like it is for her. 20 should be the point where she's getting something out of it. And then as soon as she's done with that, she'll go into 10 heavy pull downs because we can load her up with the pull down heavy enough so she is getting that kind of stimulus on her. I like it when I see her eyes close. I know it's getting challenging for her. Oh. And she's having fun. That's the most important part, is that Cammy's having fun. Let me get this out of the way for you.
I'm doing 10 of these, right?
Yeah. So for 10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you maybe like, what do you have, 60 pounds? Let's go 7. 7 pounds for 10. And just go nice and smooth. There's also like a compounding fatigue here because she's coming off of those what are, I guess you could just call them low rows, and now doing more pulling. So these last few reps should just be nice and challenging for her. How's that, Dan?
That's fine.
Good. Okay, cool. So I'm lucky enough to have some heavier dumbbells, but I'm a little bit limited in the weight of the pull down. So I'm going to go heavier on the chest supported row and get more reps on the pull down. So I'll go 15 into 20. And I'm going to go full stack. Can't triple stack and double stack. Chest supported row, you create that incline angle. So right about there, it should be roughly about 30 degrees. I'm going to start with like 100-pound dumbbells for that 15. I am fashioning my shorts into pants. Okay. Let's see how this goes. All right, 15 good reps here. Good there. Whew. Now we're going to go to the pull down. So this should be full stack for 20. It's going. good. Woo! Hard. That was hard. I think we found the right weight there. So, like I said, you kind of play around with it, so every set is pretty damn challenging. You can manipulate the reps and the load and the tempos to do that. So Cam did 20 into 10. I did 15 into 20, just for the relative weights that are going to challenge us in each movement respectively. All right, how was that weight on the pull down, Cam? You might go more. Yeah, I thought maybe. So how about, what if we went from 70 to like 80? Go to 80. Is that right? Okay. I'm going to try to clean this up a little, sorry. A lot of mess here. These plates and stuff.
Did you move the bench back?
What's that?
Is the bench further back?
I don't know. Does it feel further back?
Yeah.
Okay, we can move it
I don't know
closer.
if I did.
I did. Sure. I don't remember. But. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Yummies. Whew.
Oh, that was,
Hard?
yeah, that was harder.
Good. Good, Cam?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. So it's Cam's second set. We bumped the weight up for her a little bit. Now, go back to me on set 2.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Cammy is getting tired, people.
Doesn't take much anymore. It's hot.
Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. Woo. 15.
15.
You know what?
Right.
Don't just dig into my side. Okay.
Oh boy.
Now we're doing it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Ow.
Woo. Now 20. Full stack. Can't triple stack, double stack. Oh. Oh.
So David, what have been your craving while being so pregnant?
Oh, my cravings are so bad. Hi. I'm tired. Wait. 80? Was that good 80?
Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah, I don't want to go more because I feel like I'm going to start arcing.
It's okay. Oh, that was hard. All right. Woo. Okay, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Something that fell off here.
What is it? Oh, it doesn't look like it's important.
And then I said that everything fall apart.
Oh, it's like a cap or something. It's not a screw or anything. I don't even think that's from that.
I hate when I find screw.
Yeah. I think screws
It makes me feel like you're screwed.
are screwed. Oh, that last was hard.
Can't wait to meet your daughter.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Do you think she's going to purse her lip like I do when I
I
get
think she's going to
focused?
be like a little Cammy, a little version of Camille. The miniature Camille.
Watch out.
Terrifying.
Watch out, world. We're not as loud as David, but we do a lot.
Yeah.
It's just more terrifying.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
All right.
really focused on bracing the right way.
I think I get like so crazy, like pumped out at the end of each one of these sets. Really
Good,
helps.
because we're working on building your back, yeah?
Yeah. These things, like, this is what's interesting here. It was from this.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Building your back, like, you don't always have to load it to build it. Like, exercise like this, these pulling exercises, are great for fortifying the supportive and postural muscles of your spine, which help take load off of the actual discs. If you're always using them to support yourself and to support weight, as opposed to letting the joints take the brunt of the force. So this stuff is great. I love this stuff. Once I started doing a lot of back work, my back pain and frequency of back issues got a lot less. I mean, it obviously coincided with surgery, but
Well, you do a lot more like upper back focus
Yeah.
and mid back, where
a
before
lot
it was
of
low back.
bent over pulling.
Yeah.
Now,
Because
okay,
before you did a lot of deadlift and pulling from the ground, which is
that was the worst.
that's just
Now
not
it's
a good idea.
Back pulls. You can keep your back in the perfect position.
We're writing a back rehab program right now. Pretty excited about that.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Full stack.
Full stack.
Yeah. Bumpy.
Yeah.
Really.
I think yesterday with you too, right?
Yeah. You were
On
training.
Monday, the 25 squat.
Okay. On Monday, Camille's workout was 25 squats, and that was it.
Wait, did I do something else later?
You watched me do the rest.
I know.
That was what you did.
I went for a log, I think. So funny.
Oh,
You gotta choose when you push.
that's right.
Can you put the thing at 80 after?
Yeah, I'll put it there right now.
Bending over that, I don't like. Set number 4.
Oh. Oh. That's pumpy. It's Candy going. So she's doing low rows into the pull down, or what you guys could do is a wide grip pull up. I like this, like 20 chest supported into 10 heavy wide grip. But for me, because I don't have a heavy enough load for that wide grip, just for 10, what I'm doing is I'm doing 15 heavy chest supported into 20 wide grip pull downs. So you still get heavy into light a little bit, or light into heavy. So every set I like to kind of mix the loading, like, you know, just get something maybe higher rep with something that's really heavy.
I'm slipping on your trash, you're leaving your room.
Trash?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Sleep.
My elbow sleeves. My Camille LeBlanc Bassinet elbow sleeves.
Yeah.
Is that good, Cam?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, that was at 4.
1 more.
One more to go. Let's see how we're doing. I think we're crushing it on time, too. I think we're dead on schedule. So we should be, yep, just enough time to finish out all these. Good amount of volume today.
Yeah, let's go 100 and 500 reps or whatever.
500 pretty heavy reps.
Wait, no, not 500.
Now we can stand.
Wait, no,
Well, the first one was do the multiplication here. 15
and 20.
into 20, right? So that's 25 times 5 is what?
Oh, times 5.
25 times 5.
It's 1.
120, 125.
175.
25 times 5 is 125. Hey, Frank, how's it going?
It's 35.
You got a lot of muscle.
Yeah,
I wonder if you can give me a hand for that.
absolutely. Can you give us like 3 minutes and we'll close out here and I'll meet you over there? Do you mean right now?
Yeah.
Just go help.
Let me take you. You take them. I'll get.
Sorry, we got,
Yeah.
No, you're good, you're
we
good.
got a surgery.
All right, Dave, we'll be back in a couple minutes. So if you have a question, just ask me and I'll answer. Even though. All right, I'm going to take your question while Dave just disappeared. Let's see. Any question? So I am writing with my doctor a new book for low back rehab. So that's very exciting. And hopefully it'll be ready in a month. So that's something I'm doing. And I'm writing 8 weeks shred because obviously I'm doing good on the shred part. I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm really writing a 8 weeks program to get lean and tone because I think that's what most people want, and I want to make sure you guys are doing it right. So I'm writing that too. Okay, wow, lots of questions. So one of the questions is if I'm going to compete at the games again. No idea. I think this little girl is going to be the priority, and I've been pretty burned out the past couple of years. So if I miss it, I'll be back. If I don't miss it and want to focus on something else, I won't be back. Yeah. So, but pretty simple. No pressure on me from me. I know a lot of people would want me to come back, but I might have moved on right now, definitely, because this is number one. But we'll see. I mean, I love competing, so we'll see. And then what was the other question? Are you going to make a pregnancy guide? Yeah, I think so. I want to make sure for the pregnancy that I partner up with the doctor to do this, because I don't think I'm qualified to do this by myself. So I'm definitely looking into that, not just pregnancy, but like kind of what to do before pregnancy, because there's a lot of stuff that we're learning about that, and then some tips through the pregnancy, and then the workout after pregnancy. That's a lot easier for me. But yeah, we're definitely planning on doing that. So gotta make sure I'm taking a picture right now so we can put that in the book.
Did you get your ref set?
Well, no, because it was your turn.
Okay, I'll go. This is up 4, right? 4?
Yes, because I have one more set after. Dave's back, everyone. He saved the day. I can't wait for our little daughter to start putting nail polish on Dave. And Dave already know how to do ponytail, because when I got my shoulder surgery, it was doing my ponytail. So it's already ahead of the dad game.
That had to be like a fucking 400-pound garage door. Like,
oh, what did you do?
Oh, it was the garage door was stuck, so I had to lift it.
Oh,
It was
Jesus.
really fucking heavy.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't want
If
to
anything, I'm just mostly just impressed with myself. But
Of course you are. All right, we're almost done with our 7. We're going to answer questions, so make sure you add them at the bottom here with the little question thing.
oh, things. Okay. I don't know what happened there.
What?
The motor on his garage door stopped working.
So are we doing that every day now?
Well, I told him, I'm like, you might want to just keep it open, because it was like, it took like everything I had to fucking get that thing up.
Oh.
And they were saying they had an appointment at 11:30 they were trying to get to.
Oh.
I think it was a.
So he was stressed coming here.
Yeah.
So he did not have 5 minutes for us to finish our set.
It's okay.
Poor guy. I'm sure I did.
No, it's okay.
Ask.
That's what being a neighbor is. I mean, we're lucky in Colorado. I don't think we're particularly good neighbors like we are, but our neighbors are pretty good to us because we just keep to ourselves and we're, not really there so much. And
But we always have
they like
them
to,
when
they like
get
to have,
stuck, yeah.
they like to have meetings and email chains. And
Yeah, but
the
we're
thing
the
is-
only one helping them
Yeah.
when they get
the
stuck.
thing is, we get 150 emails a day, so it's kind of hard to keep up on our neighborhood email chain. But
I don't think that's true. I think we're the best neighbor because we keep to ourselves and we're always there to help.
we can't offer our time, but we can't offer our money. Like,
Here, can you
every
help
time
me
we do
here?
a project, like, just let me know what it costs.
And that's the thing. Most of them are just whining and
Well, yeah, I think that they have time, but they're kind of guarded about the money. We have no time, but we're happy to contribute financially. We got this one neighbor that just moved in above us who's so cool. He's a
yeah, he's
Hollywood
great.
producer dude, and he's like the nicest guy. It's amazing to me. They moved from Los Angeles to where we are in Colorado just to get away from the craziness out there with their kids. And he commutes back and forth to like Hollywood. The mountains
He's
of
so
Colorado.
nice, huh? He's very, very nice, huh?
Oh,
He's so helpful and thoughtful. Alright, last one. And then some Bergie Turker. And Bergie Turker.
You're gonna actually make turkey burgers right now?
Well, I'll make some for lunch, yeah.
All right.
But not now.
You got some at steak. You gotta feed the dogs too.
I have a call at 12, so I'm gonna make it after the call. Is that okay with you?
That's fine. I'll get some steak.
I need to eat more steak for the RN. Here we go. Nice. I'm so excited to be able to train so hard after the baby.
Well,
But I'm sure I'm not going to be allowed to do it
Yeah.
right away. But
just go slow. You build up a tolerance again.
I know, but I'm excited.
I know.
I like pushing.
You're excited to have a challenge you can tackle wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Well, right now I have a challenge, but tackling it wholeheartedly is like resting and sleeping. And that's hard. I mean, it's hard for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. Yay. Oh. All right. Let's do Q&A and then head out.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get our cameras here. Oh. Oh God.
So you're giving yourself a seat.
Q&A for me. Dave
Of
Q&A.
course.
Welcome to the Q&A with only me.
With my phone.
Now Camille on her Instagram.
With my phone.
Question 1. What's your problem?
You.
What gives you the
You
right?
are my problem. All right, send us your question.
Here, come closer to me.
What's your morning breakfast consist of? Right now, I think we both like take a shake in the morning.
Yeah.
we
What
like
do you
we
like
like
to
wake up, take a shake,
Oh, so
and
that's not totally true. Cammy likes yogurt. She'll do Greek yogurt, berries, and
Yeah.
some kind of like nut butter. And
well, when I want to rush it, I just do like a shake.
I'll do like a 50-gram protein shake with some berries and some athletic greens in it.
Yeah, I do Greek yogurt, nuts, and like a blueberry or raspberry.
Excuse me, that's incorrect. It's called blueberry. It's like very scary.
So annoying.
Why don't you answer the questions that people type in?
Well, because we.
Yeah, because then everyone can see what we're answering. There you go. It's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
What is that?
Okay.
Dave Lipson.
Dave Lipson action figure with 3 catchphrases. What are they? So Cammy doesn't understand what that means.
I think I do.
When I was growing up, and you go to the toy store to buy toys, you could buy these little action figures, were like dolls for boys, but instead of them being pretty girls, they were like He-Man or wrestlers,
Okay.
and you could like hit a button or pull a cord, and
Oh,
it would
okay.
say
I know
something.
what it is. Okay, so.
So like
I
if it was
think-
He-Man, you could pull it, and it would be like, by the power of Mum-Ra.
Okay. Well, I
Whatever.
think your first one would be get huge.
Okay, that would be a good one. Get huge.
The lovely thing.
Probably daddy gets a kiss. That's a good one. That's what I always say with Kim. Daddy gets a kiss. And what's another one? Get huge, bring thunder, maybe something like that.
No, you don't say that.
As I say, bring thunder to people.
You always say, "Come on, come on." You always say that.
Actually,
you always say that when you train. You always, "Come on, baby."
When the sets are really hard, I usually go like, "Oh golly."
That's not true. You're such a liar.
No, I'm like, "Gee whiz," or I'm like, "Ooh, that stings."
You always say, "Come on,
come on." Yeah, I like to talk to
the third
myself
one.
and be my own cheerleader sometimes. It's good. Self-talk is important. When do you train your core and when merci? Let's go to that one because I like that. That looks like a French question from a French person. So it's from Santé pour life. Okay, so either probably in Quebec or maybe in France. This person's
Yeah.
coming from.
When do we train
And
core?
I recognize that because that's how Cammie asks questions. Like for instance, yesterday she asked if I wanted some Berkey Turgers. You want some Berkey Turgers?
Oh man. Right.
So okay, so I think what they're asking here is like, what do you do to train core? Maybe this is specific to pregnancy.
I don't know.
And when would you train core? So Cam can answer for the pregnancy stuff, and I'll answer for
I
just
can answer
everyone.
for everything. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I'm just not sure what the question is, but
So
I get it.
being pregnant, how do you train your core being pregnant? It's very rude, by the way.
No, because you always talk over me. You're the rude one.
No, I'm setting you up for success.
So while being pregnant, you do a lot of Kegel. So you do Kegel while you squat, while you lunge, and like a bunch of different positions, so you can work on your pelvic floor. So
Is that like eggs with noodles? Isn't that what Kegels is? Oh no, that's a Kugel. That's a Kugel.
And you do a lot of that just to make sure that you're not going to have some incontinence. And the other thing you do is you do some breathing exercise. This is the only way to stretch your pelvis. So as you strengthen your pelvis muscle, you don't want them to get too tight, because if they get too tight, then that causes it's going to be really hard to push a baby out of that. So you got to also stretch it. And then for the core, you have to work on your TFL, which are like the muscle at the bottom here, and then you work on those little muscle at the top to like try to limit like the separation with your abdominal
It's
muscle.
called coning.
So yeah, they've just learned that it's called coning.
According to Dr. Dave. It's like an ice cream cone.
So I'll do things like one thing I do, I'll sit on my back with my feet in a frog position, and I pull my belly in, and then I just bring my arms overhead, and then I'm focusing on making sure this doesn't go out. Another thing I'll do knees to hover, where you go on your hands and feet with your knees slightly off the ground. You work on bringing your belly in, so like those muscles here stay kind of close, and then you can do like that too with like little walk.
Could I answer for otherwise? So if you're not pregnant, okay, if you were going to place core work or like abs in a session, it would probably be at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of ancillary small work, and really the best core work you can do is heavy compound movements. When you do a heavy squat, you are training your core. When you do a heavy deadlift, or like we're doing those heavy bent over rows today, you're training your core.
Yeah,
when you do a handstand, when you do high rep push-ups, you're training your core.
Even when you do gymnastics, like every gymnastic movement, you'll work your core. So
that stuff works well in complement. So like, let's say you wanted to get like, and we'll do this in like, for instance, Camille and my program will have stuff called like optional abs. If you want to do some extra core work, you get it in, but it's not nearly as effective as just learning how to brace yourself and move lots of weight around, because that's where you're really putting the most force through the core, which is going to develop it the most. If you can't see your abs, it's not because you don't have a strong core. It just usually means that there's a lot of body fat covering it, so it's there.
everyone have abs. It's like it's just up to get linked to it for us to see it. All right, what's last question?
Danny, are you ticklish? Tickle.
I'm not.
Are you? I'm ticklish.
You are.
In fact, sometimes Tammy has tickle fights with me, and we play tummy sticks.
What are you talking about?
Just pick one.
I
There's
don't
no
know.
wrong question here. And if you don't like it, we get in on a different one. But how about how about that one? Full body workout question right there. Yeah. Okay. Do you think doing full body workouts it benefits longevity? Hi, from Azares, Portugal,
God.
which sounds amazing. We just watched Pirates of the Caribbean, and there were some pirates there that were from Spain and Portugal. And Camille has always wanted to travel to Spain, Portugal, and Italy. That's on her bucket list. So we're trying to outfit the RV with flotation devices so that we can ride across the Atlantic. It's gonna work. And this is a good question because I had a really good conversation with Marcus Philly about when you say total body workouts, you're probably talking about like training every body part in the same session, like upper body and lower body training, whether that be a CrossFit workout or even stuff like hypertrophy training. His take on it was for beginning athletes, that's a great way to start because they're learning patterns and they're not going to break that much muscle down, or they actually need that much recovery between body parts because they haven't really learned to work with like intensity yet. So like doing a total body day every day, even if they're training 3 days a week, could be a really good investment on their effort.
But the better you get at them, the more devastating they'll be on your body.
Yes.
So it's really, I think that question really goes with like your capacity and the intensity at which you're doing it, and also what is that long workout look like? Because just remember, the more volume you put on your body, the more you need to recover from it, and also the more damage you can induce. So, for some people, long is 10, 15 minutes, which is truly not long. And 10, 15 minutes is a great time to stay around because you're never going to do like too much to really hurt yourself unless you're going super heavy, which you shouldn't really do if you're going for 10, 15 minutes. But if you're talking long, like 2 or 3 hours, now like that's a lot on your body. So you'll need either to take a lot of rest from it, or like, I don't know how much, this goes with longevity if you go really long, because you're kind of a car yourself. So the more mileage you put on it, without letting it rest, the quicker you're going to start to break down.
Yeah, Camille and I are very similar in our method now. We separate the bodybuilding and heavy lifting stuff from the conditioning. So, if it's heavy lifting or hypertrophy work or bodybuilding, you may not train that body part more than twice a week for hypertrophy, but you can condition with it every day. So I think there is utility to doing total body conditioning workouts every day because you're not going to break that muscle down the same way you do with weightlifting. But if you're training heavy squats with heavy presses every single day, you're not going to have enough time to actually recover and heal the tissue and grow, and you're kind of likely to run into these overuse issues. And there's a good way to use that conditioning almost as recovery for the hypertrophy or bodybuilding work, where you're using blood flow to help heal that tissue that you damaged by moving in higher reps with lighter loads. And then there's the cardiovascular component, and then the development of those athletic movement patterns that has wide application outside the gym. So yes, there's definitely benefit for longevity.
Yes, it just depends how you do it. All right, this is
All right,
it.
that was it.
That's it for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you Friday.
Oh. Longevity. Ending the live. Thank you guys.